Hello and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS. I welcome you all to this session of the daily quiz, a place where we take out the most important and relevant news stories from the prelims examination point of view and discuss these in the form of questions. Once again, reminding you, if you need any help in your preparation and you can get an online one-on-one counseling session with our experts, all that you need to do is click on the link given in the description of the video. There's a Google form. Fill up that form and one of our experts will get in touch with you to resolve all your queries for your personalized UPSC preparation journey. Now on that note, let's begin with the first question. Which of the following best defines a zero FIR? Number one, it is an FIR that can be registered by any police station irrespective of the jurisdiction when it receives a complaint regarding a cognizable offence. Second, it is an FIR registered against a minor. Third, it is an informal version of FIR. And fourth, none of the above. Which of these is the best definition of the zero FIR? The correct answer here is A. Now, usually only the police station in which area or jurisdiction the crime has been committed, only that police station registers the FIR. Other police station you would have seen usually try to give up the responsibility and they say that it's not a crime of our area, go to that jurisdiction. But there is a concept of zero FIR where any police station can register the FIR so that there is no delay in registering this offence. The reason why we are discussing this is that a zero FIR was registered after death of a farmer due to a fatal head injury as a part of the Delhi Chalo protest. The farmer died on the 21st of February. The farmer has now been cremated. Next, question number 2. Consider the following statements. Number 1. Under the Drugs and Other Magical Remedies Act (DOMA), there is a prohibition against publishing misleading advertisement relating to a drug. Second, publishing a misleading advertisement under DOMA is punishable with up to 6 months imprisonment and/or fine for the first offence. Third, Ayush, which is responsible for developing and setting medical standards for traditional medicine in India. How many of these given statements is or are correct? Now, as you know, there is a matter going on in the judiciary right now against Patanjali Ayurved, where the judges continuously are criticizing the Patanjali Ayurved for having misleading ads and making misleading claims on their products, claims about their ability to cure a lot of diseases, and their claims about criticizing the allopathy. In this context, this topic is important. The answer here is C. All these three are correct. The law that prevents any false advertisement of drug or medicine is DOMA, that is Drugs and Other Magical Remedies Act. As you can see here, the Supreme Court of India criticized Baba Ramdev's Patanjali Ayurved for publishing misleading ads on their products. This was a response to the petition filed by the Indian Medical Association, the IMA, that had said that misconceptions about allopathy are being spread by Patanjali Ayurved. We also have the CPA, that is the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, that also contains strict punishments for any misleading ads that are prejudicial to the interest of the consumers. Next, question number 3. Harit Nauka is an initiative of which of the following ministries? Ministry of Renewable Energy, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, or none of the above. As the name says, Harit Nauka means a green boat. So all of these are related to it. The correct answer here is C. Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. The reason why this is in the news is that the Prime Minister virtually launched India's first indigenously developed hydrogen fuel cell ferry. This is a ferry that has been developed by Kochi Shipyard Limited. It has been deployed for its services in Varanasi, that, as you know, is the Prime Minister's own Lok Sabha constituency. It is a part of the Harit Nauka initiative. As you can see here, the Shipping Ministry unveiled this guidelines for this initiative. The effort is to have at least 50% of inland water-based passenger fleets to run on green energy. This vessel uses a 50 kilowatt proton exchange membrane fuel cell with lithium iron phosphate batteries. The cells can charge very quickly, and thus their output will also depend on the power that is demanded by this. This is a big initiative to set India apart from the world when it comes to getting energy from hydrogen. Next is question number 4. Consider the following statements with regards to Pradhan Mantri Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Number 1. Under the scheme, 1 crore households in the country will get a subsidy for installation of such units. Second, through the scheme, household will be able to save electricity as well as earn additional income through sale of surplus power to discoms. Third, a 3 kilowatt system will be able to generate more than 300 units a month on an average for a household. How many of these are correct? Now, this is the scheme essentially under which the government is trying to set up solar rooftops. Now, as you know, the government of India has been giving a push to solar energy and solar panel installations. The biggest problem there is that there's a lot of initial cost involved here, and that is why it is problematic and not affordable for everyone. This is why the government has come up with this scheme, the PM-Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Under the scheme, all these three statements are correct. This scheme was recently given approval by the cabinet. This scheme would involve a spend of about 75,000 crore rupees, and 1 crore household will get a subsidy of up to 78,000 crore. 1 crore household will get 300 units of free power under this scheme. So again, this is a push being given by the government of India to the people who want to adopt solar energy going forward. Next is the previous year question from 2017. Which principle amongst the following was added to the directed principles of the state policy by 42nd Amendment to the Constitution in 1976? Number 1. Equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Participation of workers in the management of industries. Right to work, education and public assistance. Or securing living wage and human conditions of work to workers. Which of these was added in the 42nd Amendment? The correct answer here is B. The 42nd Amendment, that is also considered as a mini constitution because of the number of changes that it had introduced. The directed principle that was added here in the constitution was participation of workers and management of industry. It's a part of our socialist principle. As you know, directed principles can be categorized into three categories: socialist, Gandhian and liberal intellectual. This is one of the socialist principles. Next, we want to discuss a fact of the day, and today we have taken up a very important topic: India's Indian Ocean outreach. Now, we are living at a time where India's relationship with Maldives specifically is under a lot of strain. However, that does not mean that our relationship with the other countries in the region has also gone along the same path. On the contrary, India's relationship with Mauritius has gone from strength to strength. As you know, majority of the population of Mauritius is of Indian origin. It's a very, very small country, and that is why the government of India has been helping Mauritius with a lot of infrastructure building and also a lot of capital expenditure, especially to strengthen their coast guard, their navy. Recently, the Prime Minister of India and the Prime Minister of Mauritius jointly inaugurated an airstrip. Apart from that, a jetty that India had built on the Agalega Islands. This is the island that India kind of has leased from Mauritius. Now, if you look at India-Mauritius collaboration, it was in 2015 that India had signed an MOU with Mauritius to improve the transportation and infrastructure of the Agalega Islands. Now, again, India never says that we own the island, we never said we have leased the island, but again, it's an agreement that has almost given a free hand to India to have a lot of development in this island. Now, when you give so much money or when you develop an island, that also means that you then have a kind of a free hand to now develop your own infrastructure there as well. As per the agreement, the government of India was allowed to set up and upgrade infrastructure and sea connectivity in outer Mauritius area. Since then, India has invested a lot of money in Agalega Islands and in other parts of Mauritius as well. This is also being seen as India's attempt to offset the progress that China has been making in the Indian Ocean. As you know, 9 out of China's top 10 crude oil suppliers go from the Indian Ocean. And that is why for China also it's so important. For India as well, it's extremely important to have a relationship in the Indian Ocean that go beyond just our neighbors. With Maldives not on good terms with India as of now, it's important to at least ensure that our relationship with Mauritius becomes better. In 2017, China opened its first overseas military facility in Indian Ocean in Djibouti, that is a part of the Horn of Africa, and that is something India has also been keeping an eye on. This is why it's important for India to keep on investing in our relationships, especially with the small island nation in the Indian Ocean. That brings us to the end of today's session. I hope you learned something new today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day ahead. Bye bye. Jai Hind.